Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're doing a video on borderline personality disorder. I've personally studied borderline personality disorder for at least 6 or 7 years, maybe 8 years. It's been one of my areas of interest. Um, I've had a lot of girlfriends that may or may not have this illness. This video is specifically related to Chat GPT. This is not about my current situations. Like I have a girlfriend right now. This is not about me and her situation because so that's just going to be one of the disclaimers right away of to this video is this video is not about my girlfriend. This video is not about my ex-girlfriends. I'm literally reading directly from Chat GPT. I'm reading on the love and hate cycles of BPD, which is one of the main symptoms of borderline personality disorder. If you like videos like this, you can like, subscribe, and share. Again, we're using Chat GPT as our main template for this video on what drives a love-hate cycle with a borderline personality individual. Let's see here. So the question I asked Chat GPT was, why do BPD girls have love and hate cycles with their boyfriend or their partner? This can go for men, this can go for women, because men and women both like if they have BPD, a man that has BPD can have love hate cycles. A woman that have BPD can have love hate cycles. So this is not specifically for men or women, it's for both because both men and women can have borderline personality. The love-hate cycle this is directly from Chat GPT. The love-hate cycle is actually one of the hallmark signs of borderline personality disorder and is deeply rooted in emotional intensity, fear of abandonment, and a shifting sense of self and others. Here's what's going on under the surface. Now scroll up just a bit. The first thing that drives a love-hate cycle with a person that has borderline personality in relationships is a fear of abandonment. This is directly from ChatGPT. People with borderline personality disorder often have a deep, painful fear that the people they love will leave them. So if something feels off, even something small, they might push their partner away to avoid the pain of being left first. It's like, I'll hurt you before you hurt me. So someone with borderline personality, if you do even subtle things that they might feel like you're going to abandon them, this can trigger a hate cycle where they might break up with you first. They might be preemptive to a breakup in order to prevent their own personal pain. They don't want to get broken up with, so they're going to hurt you first before you hurt them. The second thing that can cause a love-hate cycle is black and white thinking. They tend to see people, including you, in all extremes. This is directly from ChatGPT. All good or all bad. People with borderline personality disorder can see people in the moment as all good or all bad, depending on what's going on. Again, directly from ChatGPT. If you do something loving, you're perfect. If you make a mistake or trigger insecurity, you're suddenly seen as a hurtful or dangerous person, even if you didn't mean to be. This mental flip is called splitting. So when they go through the splitting, they're either seeing you as all good or all bad with no gray area. So if they're mad at you, they're seeing you as a scumbag with no gray area. Never mind all the good things you did for them this week. They're not thinking about that. They're only chucking you into the bad pile in the moment. That's why part of the work with borderline personality disorder is to get them to see that gray area. Hey, my boyfriend's not an all bad person just because he didn't pay the rent this month. Maybe he's done all kinds of good things for me this week, you know? So it's getting the borderline person to realize that they shouldn't split with their partner and put them in all good piles or all bad piles. That their boyfriend isn't a piece of shit just because he made one mistake or just because he did this or did this behavior. He's not a piece of shit, but there's gray areas there. So black and white thinking, they tend to see people, including you, in all extremes, all good or all bad. If you do something loving, you're perfect. If you make a mistake or trigger insecurity, you're suddenly seen as hurtful or dangerous, even if you didn't mean to be. This mental flip is called splitting. Number 3, emotional intensity. People with borderline personality feel things much more intensely than the average person. So love can feel euphoric and all consuming, but pain and fear can feel catastrophic. That emotional roller coaster feeds the cycle. Number 4, sense of self is fragile. When someone has an unstable sense of who they are, it makes relationships harder. They might mirror their partner, feel unsure of how to be close without losing themselves, or swing between needing you desperately and needing to push you away to feel safe. So when a BPD, this is all from ChatGPT, guys. This is our main template for today's video. So when a BPD girlfriend flips between I love you, I need you, and I hate you, go away, it's usually not manipulation. It's coming from a very real emotional pain and dysregulation. They're talking about emotional dysregulation. People with borderline personality, their emotions are all over the place. Have you noticed a pattern in when that shifts happen, like arguments or moments of distance? So those are going to be some things right from ChatGPT, things that contribute to a love-hate cycle. The love-hate cycle can be really hard on the partner because you're used to your girlfriend being super loving to you, and then next week you might make one mistake. Now she wants to break up with you, or she's kicking you out of the house, or telling all her friends you're a piece of shit. That's splitting, guys. They're splitting. They're not seeing the gray area. They're not seeing that you helped them pay the rent this month or you drove them all over the place. They're not seeing that. They're just seeing you. If they're mad at you, they're seeing you as an all scumbag in the moment. All good or all bad. But if you like videos like this, you can like, subscribe, and share. Till next time, Steve-O signing out.